Hi, my name is Raedeen Russell, and I'm a PhD candidate at Morehouse School of Medicine in Atlanta, Georgia. And I'm looking forward to this conference because as a new researcher in immunology, I am hoping to take forth from this conference all the new experiments that I could do in my own lab and to be able to use the lessons or the lectures that I gleaned from today and to be able to translate that to my own system. I know that I wanted to do science relatively recently. Back in the day, I was the student who would skip lab. I hated everything lab. I could not stand any of the experiments that we were doing in school. But during undergrad, I met a faculty member who was passionate about research science, and I was able to apply to a summer program, which is a HHMI-sponsored program at Stony Brook University. And while I was working on the effect of Yersinia proteins in pathogenesis, I realized that I really loved this. I like the idea of knocking out genes and seeing how that influences the disease path. And because of that, I'm here today as a scientist in training and hoping to do groundbreaking research and hopefully be called to Stockholm for one of those Nobel Prizes. It is important to be at AAI because you get to interact with experts in the field. You're able to interact with scientists in training, and people like yourself were able to glean from other people's research and to bring that back to the lab and translate that to your own research, your own system, and to be able to make science impactful. My lab is a chlamydia-based lab, and my PI's research focus is on developing vaccine against chlamydia. Chlamydia is the most reported bacterial sexually transmitted infection around the world. And actually, it's projected that within the next 10 to 15 years, approximately 10% of the population will be infected with chlamydia. So my research focus is specifically on identifying the role that exosomes play in chlamydia pathogenesis. And I hope that my research will be able to bring better treatment in the communities where chlamydia infections are high, and in particularly among women, where 70% of women are asymptomatic for chlamydia infection. And because of that, they have complications in lower stages of life where they experience infertility or ectopic pregnancy. So if my research can become impactful, then we'll see more women becoming fertile even after experiencing infection with chlamydia. The most important thing about immunology is being able to identify how our immune system is playing a role in a lot of the diseases that people experience, especially in terms of autoimmune diseases, and just giving us a better understanding of a lot of diseases where it's just an overreaction of the immune system that is playing a role. As a student in African American community, science is not so much the focus. So I'm excited about science and this field in particular because I'm able to influence the next generation to let them know that it's okay for African Americans to get into this field and to show our talent, because we are talented people and the science is cool and it's not something that we should be afraid of.